today we're going to be asking that weekly question, who cares? Who cares, Anne-Marie?
It depends.
You're backing it up in writing. In case you didn't hear me, here it is in writing. For those of you who are hearing impaired, who watch the show, here it is.
All right.
All right. No, that's good.
Good visual.
That's good. We cover everybody. Yeah.
And by the way, a lot of our fans checked in this week.
Oh,
no, they checked in. They're not impaired. They're brilliant. They're fabulous. They're wonderful.
Wonderful.
Please.
They're wonderful.
They're wonderful. And we're going to get to your comments on our other show. But this one is news and what's going on. Actually, this is a front page story today that we're not going to talk about. Boomer's retirement, and that the retirement jobs can be tough. We're going to do a show on it.
And this is my iPad, which we're not going to talk about, but I'm going to show you.
Loves it. Loves it.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Is it on yet? Oh, look, there's the box score from last night's Red Sox game. I love my iPad. In case you're wondering, what does Janet love?
It's her
I love
new
my
love.
iPad. It's sad, isn't it?
It's
No
her new
people,
love.
just technology.
In case you were wondering.
I care.
Do you
I'm
care
caressing it.
Do you care that Michelle Obama went to Spain with her buddies?
Do I care
her
negatively,
buddies?
like the outpouring?
Yeah, they're calling her the Marie Antoinette. The
Can I be
modern-day
honest?
Marie Antoinette. Come on.
Yes, I do care. Because she's too smart for that kind of stuff. Don't make mistakes.
It was a
right
stupid
now,
mistake.
it's you have to go to the Ritz in Madrid. You have to go to the most expensive hotel.
You have to wear the most expensive outfit.
Granted, it is your money, and you can do what you want. But those Secret Service men is our money. It's our money, and if you need to, have a troop of them with
and
you.
by the way,
costs
she
the
has
taxpayers
enough money. I don't know why she didn't just pay for it herself.
I don't know. Maybe there's some rules about not being able to do that or whatever the issue is. But again, it's just from a PR standpoint, it's just stupid.
It was.
And I don't think they can afford to be making many mistakes these days because they're under a microscope. He's the president, and God knows you've got the Tea Party people, and I know some of our fans are. Watching him like a hawk, and it's just not. It wasn't smart. It wasn't smart.
And I feel bad because they're entitled to have a vacation.
Sure.
So go. But don't take, a bunch of your buddies and, stay in the best
of the best of the best of
wear
the best.
Designer
and
clothes,
wear the best
down the
clothes,
street,
exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Go to Brooklyn and, have a hot dog at Nathan's.
HP's Mark Hurd and that brouhaha.
Well, that again, that's a confusing one. I care.
I know you do. You care about everything today, don't you?
Have I mentioned Should we look up Mark? See what they're saying.
We know what we're saying. You can't miss it. You cannot miss it. It's everywhere.
That's.
But okay, let me just recap.
He was stupid.
Let me
please recap. Recap for those.
The man has done unbelievable things for HP. Brought them back from the brink. Right, saved them.
What have you done for me lately, Mark?
Turned them into a powerhouse. Well, hold on.
Okay.
And probably made a few mistakes with this. What her name is, Jodie Fisher, or whatever her name is. But there was no sex. I mean, yeah, he probably paid her for a few dinners. I don't understand the brouhaha. Something else happened that we're not privy to.
Well, that's possible, but patronage is patronage.
No, but to
not
do in
smart.
such a big company like
you know what? If it were even on a small company, well, first of all, how do you know it's going to be doing in HP?
Well, not doing in, but
the fine woman
the
who's
stock
taking
fell
his
by
place.
$9 billion.
Well, it's obviously
it was not good.
Again, it was stupid of him. I don't know if it was stupid of the company to say that you cannot exhibit patronage like you have and give major contracts to contractors who you have personal relationships with, even if it wasn't sex.
Especially when you were the one that instituted all sorts of new ethics rules.
Well, there you go. So now you're,
That's why he's quitting, because he really feels...
We care. I do care.
You care.
I think that's just not smart.
It wasn't smart.
Right,
and it makes me angry because he's such a smart guy.
Like Michelle Obama is such a smart woman. People make mistakes.
What's up
Not
with
the
smart?
broads.
What's up with smart?
Not us.
Not us.
Have I mentioned?
And Tiger Woods. Here's a big one. Who cares? Tiger.
Well,
worst
Tiger?
season of his career.
I love it. I think that is fantastic. I think that
somebody's looking down.
Sometimes there has to be a
goddess. The goddess is looking down.
There have to be consequences beyond what is it, the $750 million that she'll be getting, which was consequence, no doubt. But still, there has to be, in my mind, this man felt he was so infallible that now he is paying a price in the worst way for his ego, not to play well in golf. There's nothing worse
his
than
lack
that.
of nookie,
Losing
his
his
lack
kids,
of nookie
not
is
as bad as this.
Do you think his lack of nookie is impacting his?
Sure, I think. Well, no. I just think his lack of
focus.
He doesn't feel good about himself. And he got caught, and it's all, the smoke and mirrors is over.
It's impacting his stroke.
Well, you know what, your mind.
I don't know much about golf, so.
Well, if ever there was a mind sport, it is golf.
It is.
And where your mind controls that sport. I mean, all sports, in my opinion, is very much mind related. I've had many an argument about that. It's shocking to hear I argue with so many people, not just her. But golf, my God, you can, stub your toenail and be mad at yourself about it. You will not have a good game of golf. If you're mad, if you're not focused in that sport, you cannot play well, and that man has lost his focus. It's elsewhere, obviously.
I'm actually pretty darn happy about it myself. So I do share.
You care, right?
I do share that one with you for sure.
Thank you.
And here's one that has really ticked me off. I want to be on the record. Is this damn Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts?
Not them again. What have they done
with this maternity leave?
Oh,
we're only entitled to 8 weeks.
That is outrageous.
First of all, there are 4 men and 3 women, and it was 4 to 3. I don't know if it broke down. Through
4 men, 3 women, did you say?
Yeah.
That's it.
But I don't think that was
it
even
a 4
the
to 3
point.
vote?
Yeah, it was a 4 to 3 vote, but I don't know who voted for her. I didn't have time to look that up. But still,
if it were all men, I think that would have been part of the story.
Well, as a columnist in Boston said today, if the men ever had to have the maternity leave or had to have babies, it would
be 12 months
at least, and they'd still come back tired. I mean,
so
when you think
after
about
8
breastfeeding,
weeks,
2, 4, 6 at o'clock in the morning, and then you get up and have to go back to work.
So if a woman in Massachusetts stays longer than 8 weeks on her maternity leave, she can be fired legally.
Right.
Outrageous.
Crazy.
That really is shocking. For this, of
talk
all
about
states,
being kicked off, I know.
the most liberal of states, that this is where they come down. That is shocking.
Unbelievable
news. Now,
news.
does it go to another vote, or is this it? Is that
well,
the final?
It could be appealed, but I don't know whether they're going to appeal it.
And who
they
would
haven't
appeal
said.
it?
But on the good news side of laws that are judgments that have been handed down, how about that federal judge in Prop 8?
Yes.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
And her rendering, her judgment, if you read her decision, was so blistering against the Prop 8 people, and she calls them bigots.
They are.
She veiled bigots. And then another one.
We in Massachusetts applaud California. Welcome to our side of the world, because really, that was the craziest thing ever.
Well, it's not over. They're going to appeal and appeal and appeal.
Of course,
and
they'll have a lot of Mormon money on that appeal.
Yeah, definitely.
No offense if there are any Mormons I'm offending. Sorry, you deserve it. That is a wrong thing to do to support this kind of thing.
And then one, I have to read this because this comes from the Daily Mail, but Beth, our producer, Beth, and thanks to Kat for filling in, by the way.
Thank you, Kat. Beth,
Beth, we love you.
Beth Foster. We're using her last name to embarrass her. Beth Foster.
Beth Foster. So Daily Mail online, empty nest, extra zest, children leaving home. You might just start feeling richer, fitter, and sexier.
How appropriate.
84%. I love my kids. I love you kids. On the other hand, 84% of parents said their lives improved once their kids left home.
Did you feel that your life improved once your
kids left home? I actually think it did. I think my quality of life did. I had more time for myself. I was telling somebody this week.
Although you were a very good mother. Your role as mother and taking care of the house.
My kids might argue with you on that.
Oh, I'm sure they would. Their kids argue with me about everything. But in terms of the fact that they were well taken care of and their friends were always welcome in their home and you took care of everybody, you were a great caretaker. There's no question.
And there's less people to take care of right now.
Just me.
Just you.
Thanks, kids.
And
getting
a small
lot
staff.
of attention. I mentioned my iPad.
Well, that's it. I could go on. I've got, sex surveys.
Oh, we'll save that for next week.
Beth has got she's fixated on that.
What is it, Beth, honey?
And by the way, our next show, which is going to be done rather soon for this week, is about whether our view of fun has changed.
Which,
many of you weighed in on.
Yeah, we'll talk all about
There's a lot
some
of
the
alcohol involved in your responses.
Yes, you're a bunch of lushes. We love you for that. All right, everybody.
See you soon. Stay tuned.
Bye.